This is an emergency video if you hold Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency. FTX is likely to dump and liquidate about $3.4 billion of their assets in cryptocurrency holdings, which is causing the cryptocurrency market at this current moment to go down and to be red. In this video, I'm going to be showing you my trading plans for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, how I'm looking to trade the market, my thoughts going forward, and the immediate short term where I think cryptos are likely headed and how you can trade it as well. So if you want to figure out how to trade with my system with Bitcoin this week, pay attention to this video and make sure you stick around to the end of the video, that you give this video a thumbs up and that you are subscribed with notifications on, because when I make a video, you do not want to miss it. You do not want to be fading my advice. I'm one of the top traders in the world in cryptocurrency, and I am very profitable, posting profitable trades every week in my Patreon group where you can have access to my signals. And you can see all my trade setups on Twitter, how they all usually come to fruition most of the time. So let's get into the video. So we are seeing red in the cryptocurrency markets today because of the FTX FUD. That's part of it. But why the cryptocurrency market is going down honestly means nothing. There's no importance to that, trying to figure out why cryptocurrencies are going down. So we first and foremost want to take a look at Bitcoin, which this morning has broken down from this support that has been held since August 22. So this 22nd of August, we've been holding above this level. We've been bouncing, we've been pumping, but as I've been pointing out to you all, every single pump gets retraced all the way back down and under. And that is very bearish. And we are just continuing to form lower highs. So on pretty much every single level, we are in a downtrend. If we go to the daily time frame, I just want to show you something here. This was a critical support level that Bitcoin was holding, and we have now since broken under it, had some type of little retest, really just filling some of these insufficient price action, some of these gaps in here, fair value gaps, and then we are just continuing back down. So this is ultimately extremely bearish to me. Another thing that I want to share with you all, I'm going to take this off here, is if we go to the weekly time frame, which you could also use the daily time frame for this, you draw this this previous resistance level. You see this was resistance here, support here, support here, very important level. So we can see that it's a very important level. And now Bitcoin is actually, I just noticed it right now, Bitcoin is actually breaking down of it right now. So this is not good. This is a huge deviation of this range, this previous range, and we are now entering back into this range, which is not good. However, if we want to be really specific and technical, even though we are breaking back into the range, which is a huge deviation, and we are likely, honestly, with a deviation of this degree to at least test this level, and honestly, probably this level. So $15,000. I think Bitcoin's coming there at some point, maybe in the next coming months. That's not really relevant to this video at this current moment, but we also want to zoom out and put some high time frame perspective to understand what's going on in the lower time frame. So this develops our bias here. We're breaking down supports, and it's just very, very bearish. What I'm honestly expecting for Bitcoin with the deviation of this level here is I don't think it's just going to come straight down. I think we will probably chop this level for a little bit. We might break down, come back above it, and kind of chop and trick a lot of people in there to give the liquidity for the whales to continue pushing the price down further. That's honestly my thoughts, and that's honestly what is really realistic. That's how the price action usually works. But sometimes, we can, with one break down, with actually just one break of the level, we start holding, and then we can start flushing. So there doesn't need to be a retest. Typically, they do happen, especially with Bitcoin. There's not too much volume in this market in the current moment. So we could chop this level up for some time before we actually start breaking down. But 19,000 is going to be a very key level for us. And if we actually zoom in here as well, I'm going to show you the intricacies of this level here that we want to be taking a look at. So although we are deviating and we've given a big price target, the next level for Bitcoin is going to be around $24,000. The next level after that is going to be $22,000. And then, of course, we have that 19,500 level. So these are going to be the key levels that Bitcoin will probably find some type of support and reaction as we continue to trend down. That's honestly my thoughts and opinions of what I think is likely going to happen. But like I said, in this type of market, there is not much volume, and we might actually start to see this expansion now this week, but we have CPI and a whole bunch of things that can reverse the price action. So if CPI is very bullish, and in the fact that CPI showing inflation coming down really, really fast, which honestly I don't think is going to happen, but I'm no expert in CPI, so don't take my words regarding CPI with any grain of salt. But we will have to see if we get a good bullish print with CPI. I think that could, in the short term, affect this level here and cause Bitcoin to break back above and hold and maybe test this level or this level. That's quite possible before we continue heading down. So my overall thesis is that we're going to be continuing to head down, and that we are likely to test the yearly open, which is around $15,000, and we'll have to see what Bitcoin does around there. I think Bitcoin will break that level and deviate the level and come back above, and that's when I'm looking to long and invest in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. But we could also go a lot lower, but trying to figure that out now and trying to guess makes no sense right now. There's no point. Right now, you just want to pay attention to levels. So Bitcoin is breaking down from this key level here, which was created with these three equal lows for the most part, but we are breaking down and holding them under right now, finding acceptance, but CPI or any type of news or anything, honestly, it can cause Bitcoin to chop the level, break back above, and do his thing for a while before continuing to head down. But with this breakdown now imminent, we're looking at 23,900, so around $24,000. This is the next level where Bitcoin is likely to find some support, which from our current level is around a 5% move. But before we get there, I think Bitcoin will test this, that huge wick low. You're not going to see this on a lot of spot exchanges. You're going to see this on a lot of perp contracts and perpetual futures. You're going to see a lower wick here, which is around 24,646, give or take. On different exchanges, going to be much different. But I think Bitcoin fills this wick on this big cat chart that I'm paying attention to. And Bitcoin, once it does whatever it's going to do at this level, whether it deviates, comes back above, we will probably bounce, chop this level up. But once we break under here and hold under here, then we're going to test that $24,000 level. And then we're going to start to see some pretty fast, expansive moves. If that does happen, I can be completely wrong, by the way. This is not financial advice. Then we're going to start to expand very quickly to these other levels that I'm mentioning, all the way back down to 15,000. I feel like once we break back into that previous range, which we honestly are right now in, the next moves are going to be pretty expansive, very quick. The bounces are going to be big. The drops are going to be big. Because at these high prices here for Bitcoin, 31,000, 32,000, 29,000, the market is really not getting much volume. There's not a lot of buyers and sellers there, but there's going to be a lot more volume as the price gets much lower. And that's going to be exciting for investors and traders, day traders, scalpers, swing traders, because there's going to be some really good moves to be had, longs and shorts and buying and selling above. So if you guys want to have access to my signals and posting profitable trade signals every single week, guaranteed, join my Patreon, use my ALGOSNIPER trading indicator. It will outperform any trader you can imagine. I personally developed my own system and put it into this indicator, which calls the tops and bottoms of markets. We got a top signal on $32,000 for Bitcoin. We had a huge sell signal before this massive crash over the past several weeks. Every single crash, we get a sell alert before it crashes. I mean, look at this. While Bitcoin's consolidating, we get a sell alert and it crashes massively. You guys can try this thing at 30 days risk-free at algosniper.com today. The link is in my video description. That's going to be it for this video. So if you guys got something out of the video, consider giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing with notifications on, and I'll see you later.